Hello, Pirates. Today we're here with Nice, who just won the NZ Offline Regional. How are you feeling?
Pretty good. I didn't expect to get this far with Boa.
With Paula?
Yeah. Um, I made this decision like a couple of weeks ago. I slowly started to regret it,
Yeah?
and then it ended up paying off. So
Yeah, fair enough. I
pretty
mean,
good.
I didn't believe in you either, but here we are. So, how were your matchups throughout both days?
So my matchups on Swiss, I wrote it down here. So we got the starter deck Luffy, the 3D2i,
Yep.
Blue Doffy, Pudding, NL, Pudding, Calgara, and Purple Luffy.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah.
And did you win all of those?
Nah, I lost to the black one, the 3D2i.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Were any of the other matchups like particularly hard or?
Honestly, this deck loses to mono black, just mono black. If
Okay.
it's like a black splash, it's still okay.
Yeah.
So Moria is still doable, but Lucci and 3D2i, I might as well scoop.
Okay, okay.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, let's go into the deck list. What are you playing here?
So we've got 4 Sengoku
Yep.
to start off with, Searcher, 3 Kaya.
Yep.
Yeah, so this not only is 2K, it's important to have one cost in the deck, which I'll explain later.
Yep.
We've got 3 cost Duffy to search top deck, top 5.
Yep.
And we've got the Warlord package here. So we've got 4 Moria, 4 Jinbei, 3 Mihawk, and 4 Laws.
Yep.
I didn't opt to run the Crocodile, just because after testing it didn't really see much use of it.
Yeah.
We've got 3 Pudding and 2 Gion, just because I have a personal grudge against Nami.
Okay.
We've got 2 Jozu and 3 Boa.
Yeah.
So these, this is like the mid game like combos,
Yeah.
where you can bounce one of your 1 cost to hand, and bounce. Jozu bounces 1 cost any card to hand, and bounces one of their 6 costs.
Yep.
And that combos with leader effect well, because you can draw a card after
Drawing a
that.
card with it. Nice.
Same thing with Boa. Stun one of their cards. If they don't have a 1 cost on board, you can bot like one of your own 1 costs and then
Yeah.
draw a card.
Right.
Because Sengoku essentially searches and draws you a card, which is why he's so important in the deck. My boss monsters, I've got 3 bounce, 2 draw.
Okay.
So the draw doesn't see much play. It's only when you're like really healthy, or like when they try to starve you, or like against NL especially.
Right.
The bounces are mainly for like Black Yellow, Bonnie, a lot of other matchups as well. So the reason I chose to run like this deck and this bounce Kaido was because the meta I was reading, because since we have no data on this meta as well, the meta I was reading was with no RP law and no stage,
Yeah.
the number of Luchis in the top tables should go down because of the numbers of BY players and Nami players.
Okay.
So that's the main reason why I went with this deck, because this deck runs over BY, runs over Nami,
Yeah.
will die to black,
Yeah.
which was a gamble I was willing to take.
Yeah.
With my events, I've got 3 Red Rock, 3 Graveblade. The Red Rock is huge for the Pudding matchup, and for essentially any like big boss monster you need to get rid of. The Graveblade is, if you can get an efficient Graveblade, it's like it kills opponent's tempo really hard.
Yeah.
2-0 cost to get rid of some of your bricks, and the perfume. Just sometimes if they don't play around it, or like if you have no other option, you can go for lethal.
Yeah.
The trigger's pretty good. Draw a card, you can cycle it out. And yeah, is there anything I'm missing? No.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of ratios, are you happy with like the Kaidos? You're happy with just the 3 Mihawks? Like
Yeah,
anything you
yeah.
want to change?
No, everything saw a lot of play.
Okay.
If I wanted to add any extras, it'd be the Jozus.
Right.
Because Jozu against Black Yellows and Pudding is so important, because once you bounce their 5 costs, or you bounce the Katakuri for Pudding, it's pretty much over for them.
Yeah.
Unless you get the Boa as well against BY, you stun their Sabo, they play another 5 costs and you grab blade them.
Yeah.
So the 6 cost range is what I want to increase on, but the rest of the deck is really good ratios, so I probably wouldn't change it anyway.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks so much for running over your deck list.
So,
Are there any shoutouts you want to make?
biggest shout outs to the boys that came with me. So we got Aaron, Ceres, Charlie, and Hui. We've got the boys that are back home at Melbourne. We've got Nick, Phil, Max, Trent, F, Bryce, all of you, Jaden. You're all great testing partners. Biggest shout out goes to Hui though. He's the one that taught me the Pudding matchup. I went 0-5 against him, dropping Kaidos and stuff, and realized that wasn't working, and started picking 5s, and it worked. So if it wasn't for him, the 3 puddings I matched today probably would have been losses. So yeah, big shout out to Hui. We got Stefan, Jasper with the testing group as well, Hubert, everyone. If I missed you, I'm so sorry. There's a lot of people. But yeah, thanks so much, guys.
Cool, thank you so much and congrats on your talk.